Hello children, today we are going to learn about simple, compound and complex sentences. The first part, a simple sentence. A simple sentence is a sentence which has a finite verb, has an independent clause and is complete in meaning. So what do you mean by a finite verb? Verbs, you all know that they are action words. Kick, sing, dance, all these are action words which show us actions. So now, what do you mean by a finite verb? A finite verb shows tense, person and number. Tenses we have learnt last year, that is divided into three parts: present, past and future. Finite verb shows tense, person and number. Number, that is singular and plural. Examples: I go, she goes, we went. Another example: I live in Dharwad. Live is a finite verb. It shows us the tense as well as it also has a subject. Live tells us what the subject does. Non-finite verbs are infinitives, participle and gerund. Now infinitives. To plus verb is an infinitive. Example: I like to paint. To plus verb. Then participle. Participle is divided into two categories: the present participle as well as the past participle. ing form used in the tenses to join continuous sentences is the present participle, and past participle is the ed and en form. So as I told you, the first one is participle, gerund and infinitive. So gerund. Gerund is the word which is used in the place of a noun. The ing form used as noun in the sentence is called as a gerund. In a simple sentence, there is one main clause. Remember, clauses are collection of phrases with a subject and a verb. Independent clauses means a sentence which has subject plus verb and the remaining part of sentence. Example: I ate the pineapple. So I is a subject, the predicate is ate the pineapple. So it has subject plus verb plus remaining part of sentence. It is complete in its meaning. So remember, another example: the dog barked. I eat bananas. I the subject, then the verb. Children, we have now completed learning a sentence, a simple sentence. You have already understood a simple sentence is a sentence which has one finite verb and has an independent clause. Now let's start learning what do you mean by a compound sentence. A compound sentence is a sentence which has more than one main clause. Main clause is also called as an independent clause. So a compound sentence has more than one main clause. It has also more than one finite verb. In each independent clause there is one finite verb. So a compound sentence is a sentence which has more than one main clause. Also each clause has one finite verb and the conjunctions are used here to join sentences. That is, one independent clause with the other independent clause, a conjunction is used to join. You can easily remember those by a small acronym you can call, or mnemonic you can call it as, or abbreviation, and that is FANBOYS. FANBOYS. What is the full form of this now? These are the conjunctions which are used to join the sentences in a compound sentence, and they are for, and, nor, but, or, yet and so. So these are the conjunctions which are used to join the compound sentences, and they are easily remembered by the acronym, by the abbreviation FANBOYS. Children, as I told you, a compound sentence has more than one main clause and has finite verb in it. So remember some examples I just will tell you now. This house is too small and that house is too expensive. So now this house is too small is one
Clause.
compound sentence, and I've used and over there. It is a conjunction. That house is too expensive. So two independent clauses are joined by the abbreviation, by the conjunction and over there. So it is a compound sentence. Remember, independent clauses, main clauses can stand on their own. There is no need to be dependent on the other part of a sentence, that is other clause in the sentence. Next example, he did not take the money for it was not the right thing to do. So now the conjunction which is used here is for, and there are two independent clauses in this sentence. The next example, the sky is clear, the stars are twinkling. So there are two independent clauses, remember, in this, and both can stand on their own. So compound sentences have more than one main clause joined by coordinating conjunctions. Easy to remember, fanboys. A complex sentence. A complex sentence is made up of one main clause and one or more dependent clauses. So, a complex sentence is a sentence which is made up of one main clause, that is independent clause, and more than one or one connected dependent clauses to it. It is called as a complex sentence. Dependent clauses in the complex sentence cannot stand alone. They need to be joined to independent clauses in a sentence. To join the dependent as well as independent clauses, some conjunctions are used. Examples for those conjunctions are most common ones: after, although, as, because, before, even though, if, since, though, unless, until, when, whenever, whereas, wherever, while. So these are the conjunctions which are used to join the dependent clauses with the independent clauses. The structure of that is dependent clauses is subordinating conjunctions, the subject plus verb plus remaining part of sentence. So remember, this is the structure. So some examples of complex sentences are: I really didn't like the movie even though the acting was good. So the main clause is I really didn't like the movie. The conjunction over there is used, remember. So it becomes the complex sentence. The next one, this was the first time that Scrooge had given anyone a present. This was the first time is the main clause, and then the remaining part depends on the first one. So it becomes a complex sentence. The next, although he was wealthy, he was still unhappy. In this sentence, we should know that as the dependent clause is there in the initial part, in the starting, it is separated by a comma. So, and the main clause is he was still unhappy. Whenever it rains, I like to wear my blue coat. Here also, as the dependent clause is in the starting, it is separated by a comma, and I like to wear my blue coat is the main clause. So it has the subject, the verb, and the remaining part in the sentence. The dog jumped on his lap is the main clause, and while he was eating is the dependent. The first is main clause, that is independent clause, and the other part is the dependent because there is a conjunction, subordinating conjunction, while over there. Children, now let's begin with the discussion of the answers given on page number 22. Now you have to open to your course book, page number 22, for the discussion of the answers. Study each sentence below and say whether it is a simple, compound or complex sentence. Always look for the finite verb. The first sentence, Anjali and Renu had a long chat with Lotika. So here there is a finite verb. So you're right, it is a simple sentence. The second sentence, we sang and danced at Ellie's birthday party. There are two clauses in the sentence, so it is a compound sentence. And both are independent clauses, remember. The third sentence, when the security guard entered the building, the burglar fled. So, here the dependent clause cannot stand alone. So, the answer is a complex sentence. There is an independent and a dependent clause in it. The fourth sentence, the English teacher told us about the inter-school quiz. It is a simple sentence, only one finite verb. Next, the fifth answer, the children said good night to their parents and went to bed. There are two parts in it again. Both are independent. Both the clauses are independent, so it is a compound sentence. The sixth sentence, the bicycle that you have bought looks a lot like mine. Two clauses, one dependent on the other, and two finite verbs. It is a complex sentence. The school will reopen tomorrow. It is a simple sentence. The school is closed, but it will reopen tomorrow. It is a compound sentence. So there is a but over there, remember. That is why joining two clauses, independent clauses. The ninth one, as soon as we occupied our seats, the play began. So the independent clause and the dependent clause you have over here. The dependent is in the initial starting place, so it is a complex sentence. The 10th sentence, Sunil has accepted the poorly paid job because he needs it badly. So because joining two independent clauses together, it is a compound sentence. Children, now let's discuss the answers of the exercise given on page number 11. Study each sentence below and say whether it is a simple, compound or complex sentence. So the first sentence, the principal had a meeting with the students of class 6th. There is a finite verb in it, and so it is a simple sentence. We sang and danced at the Deepavali celebrations. The second sentence, it is a compound sentence because it has two independent clauses in it. The third, when the chief guest entered the hall, all of us stood up. So the initial part separated with the other part is a comma inserted. So the independent and dependent clause, it is a complex sentence. The fourth, the physical education teacher took us to the national games. Simple sentence, took, only one finite verb. Surya and Chandra said good night to their parents and went to bed. So over here, and went to bed, again one clause. Surya and Chandra said good night to their parents, one clause. Both are independent, so it is a compound sentence. The person that I introduce you to is my neighbor. Complex because it has two clauses in it, one independent and one dependent. Turn your page to the next page, page number 12. All schools and colleges will reopen tomorrow. It is a simple sentence. Only one finite verb. The match has been called off, but it will be replayed tomorrow. A compound sentence. Two independent clauses. As soon as we occupied our seats, the film began. A complex sentence. Sheetal wakes up at 5 a.m. because her yoga class starts at 5:30 a.m. So there are two independent clauses joined with because. So it is a compound sentence.